This is a farming game that takes a different approach to the genre by focusing heavily on strategic planning and efficiency, instead of the typical walking around mechanics you find in most farming games. Everything here is done through clicking, which keeps the pace very quick and lets you manage large farms without spending time on movement. This video is sponsored by Thermat Games, meaning the channel received a small thank you fee for covering the game. That challenge is pretty interesting actually, because it's about paying rent that increases every week. You start with a small plot and limited resources, and then need to expand and optimize your operations to keep up with the rising costs. It has this escalating pressure that keeps each run feeling focused, but still relaxing to play, which is important. The game has a daily modifier system. Each week you choose 6 daily modifiers from random options. These might boost crop values one day, or reduce building costs another, or create challenges like crows eating more crops, or tools breaking more often. You have to plan your entire week around these modifiers, essentially timing your activities for maximum benefit. There's this energy system that gives us another level of planning, because of course every action costs energy. That means planting, harvesting, building, clearing land. You get a limited amount each day, so you are often making decisions about priorities. The different character classes can completely change your approach. For example, the farmer gets crop bonuses and faster growing times, but other classes focus on mining, fishing, crafting, or more unusual strategies. Each class almost feels like learning a new game, because the optimal paths are so different. The maps are randomly generated each run. Sometimes you'll have abundant wood and stone nearby. Other times you have to head out to find what you need. There are various biomes like plains, mountains, jungles, and more fantastical areas. The building system lets you construct furnaces for smelting, scarecrows to protect crops, sprinkler systems for automatic watering, and beehives that accelerate crop growth in the area. Planning when and where to build becomes crucial, since everything costs resources that you might need elsewhere. The game has market fluctuations that add a trading element. The crop prices change daily, and you can see current values before deciding to sell or wait. Sometimes your wheat is worth premium prices, for example. Other times it's practically worthless. The leveling up in this game gives you random upgrade choices rather than predetermined skill trees. So perhaps you get an upgrade that makes mining incredibly efficient, which actually pushes you toward a strategy you haven't originally planned. What's neat is that the game offers different modes for different preferences. The classic mode has the rent pressure that has the main challenge. Challenge mode presents specific scenarios to complete, and the endless mode removes rent entirely, if you want to build and experiment freely. What I think is pretty clever about the design is how it condenses farming gameplay into these intense, strategic decisions. Each choice feels meaningful because resources are always tight, and time is always running out. The progression system keeps things fresh as well. There are tons of character classes to unlock, each with unique mechanics. The game's pacing works well because individual runs don't last for ages, but there's still enough depth in the systems that mastering everything takes a lot of time. It's pretty easy to get caught in just one more run loops, because each attempt feels like you're getting closer to cracking the optimal strategy. It certainly does help as well that the game has pretty nice music and sound effects. The random elements pretty much prevent runs from feeling repetitive, at least for a very long time. Even playing the same character class twice can feel completely different, based on what the game throws at you. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.